My God. It's March 25th. It's 2011. And in particular, it's Monday. Oh, viewers, hi. It's Funday Monday, where we learn to, well, not really be a better gamer, but really we learn to have fun. Because that is why we all play StarCraft 2, to have lulls. Oh, it's so good. In particular, I am wearing a shirt with my name on it, and it's an arrow being like, this guy is day 9. And of course, it even matches my overlay. And one thing you're noticing is that, like, look very carefully right here. You see that? See that steam? See what that is? It's because it's so hot in here. That's right. I'm in this, like, mythical, humid realm where there's just foam just billowing forth. Because in our mysticism, we are going to look at the Funday Monday topic of the day. Again, this fog is not from the coffee. Oh, it's so good. We are going to be looking at the extra special nuclear frickin' bomb Funday Monday. What is it that I mean by that? As the mystic fogs continue to billow forth and belch out of the incredible fairy tale environment I find myself in. It is the following. Number 1, you must begin building a nuclear bomb before you may expand. Good. 2, you must nuke at least 3 times in the game. Great. 3, you must talk like Dr. Seuss every time you launch a nuclear missile. And that is where many people fell short. Many people were like, suck on nuke! And Dr. Seuss would just not say that. He would not. He's the guy who wrote Green Eggs and Ham, I Am, etc., right? He does not be like, oh my gosh, it's time to launch a nuke. Yeah, Zeus power! Please, I want everyone to just go open up some Dr. Seuss and read about it, because that's the environment we want to find ourselves in today. I want someone to say something like, oh my good old buddy, we will be nuking you soon. I will attack with my ghost and even my glazoon. Something like that. That is the spirit and the nature that we are going for. So let's go ahead and delve right into our first example game by Coyote. We're going to have to blast through this one fast. We see all the exchanges of luck going on. There's Blue's Z Broth going on. This game is perhaps not entirely satisfactory, but I wanted to note the Dr. Zeussiness of the things that were going on. Coyote is successfully just plopping one guy into gas. He's getting some barracks up really quickly. The Blues Z-Broth are getting the extra gateways up right now. And he's chrono boosting. He has the threat. We see Coyote stockpiling a little bit of money, getting into the thousands, but oh my gosh, Protoss is doing the infamous 6 warp gate into 1 robo on 1 base. What a glazoon. Seriously. What a little butt. Like, why is he getting so many? It's not important. You don't need to be good in StarCraft 2 on Funday Monday. You just need to have fun. And at least one of these players is going to have a blast, no pun intended, with the exception of the reference to the nuclear fucking bomb. So let's go ahead and zoom right back into the game. And there we do see we have Combat Shield coming up. Doesn't want to get stim first, doesn't want to get too aggressive, doesn't want to be all revealing. And there we see a nuke getting created, very good. So Coyote has to be a little careful. There is a pylon getting morphed in there, but he doesn't know it. He has to stay focused. He's running every which way with his ghost. Where's he going to hide it? Over here? There? No, good. That's exactly where he wants to do it. He's waiting till he has that extra special cloak, and it looks like, will he see it? Nope, nothing to see here. Everything fine? Yep. Every single Marine confirmed that there is nothing of threat here, so they are in fact going to zoom down to the extra threatening back of the mineral patch. Nope, nothing to see there. Oh my god, there's a pylon! Okay, Coyote, he's returning back. He's going to do the sick damage, but he has to be careful. He has way more than enough to be able to hold it off. But wait a minute. What are you doing there, little ghost? Are you going to be the example of Funday Monday for everyone? You just might be. You just might. It's a little bit of a secret. Let's go ahead and zoom it forward. Is that what I want to nuke? Well, maybe not. Oh, okay, he's not quite hidden. He's revealing himself a little bit, and it looks like he's going to do a little bit of chipping damage. No, that's not quite yet what he wants. Shh, I'm not here. This is much like reverse peekaboo. I don't know how you guys play peekaboo with your child, but I do it very much so like that ghost. I begin by holding a sniper rifle and shooting a building. Bam! Bam! And then I do this. And because children are stupid, they've proved this in psychological tests, because all kids are dumb, you cover your head and they literally think you don't exist anymore. That's what we're seeing right here from Blue Z Brother. Oh my god, there was a ghost, he shot at my building! Psychological studies have demonstrated that Blue Z Brother is incapable of remembering that there's a ghost in his base. Until... That's a hint. At this point, not all children recognize that there is in fact a nuclear bomb about to hit. It's called object permanence, I think is what it is. I'm getting some confirmation from the chat. Yes, object permanence. Whew, thank God we have psych majors who can support all the fantastic research that we're making on this Funday Monday. And here it comes. Here's where the constraint comes in. Red fish. Blue fish. One fish. Nuke fish! That's what I'm talking about. And suddenly Blue Z Brother is just not in the game anymore. It doesn't even say he left the game. He's just not there. Again, it's that idea of object permanence. You'll note that 3 nukes didn't land that game. You'll also note that I don't give a damn because a nuke fell right on Nukefish. Right on Nukefish. It was the Ehan timing right there, right? Let me just back it up. Let me just show the impeccable timing. And remember, StarCraft is about everything. One fish, Nukefish. Did you see that in the same second, Coyote? You sly raccoon. No offense, I know you're a coyote and you're fierce and shit, but man, that was good. Coyote, without even needing posable thumbs, just sort of bam, right on the nuke fish. Way to blast him out. So let's go ahead and get into example game number 1, where we examine what it takes to be one of the most awesome nukers in the world. See, there was the, oh, looks another game by Coyote. But we're not going to be looking at that one. No offense, this is it. This is it, the Wilkie versus Orion. Orion. Now, let's go ahead and take some more examinations into the art of Dr. Zusuri. Right? It's a very important fundamental skill. We do see the Wilkie. The Wilkie in the right position as the Terran, and in the bottom we have Orion, also as the Terran. Which one's going to be nuking? I don't know. We'll find out soon enough. I don't want to take anything away from either of these players. They're both good. They're both rocking out hard. It looks like Orion has around 20 APM, and doubling that is the Wilkie with around 50 APM. So as long as they use their APM for the powers of good and the powers of nuke, I'm going to be absolutely fine. It's going to be so great. The Wilkie is continuing to build a good amount of the SCV, which stands for something, but it has long been lost. It's like the SATs or LOL. No one quite knows what it means anymore. It's just one of those phrases that permeates reality. We do see Orion going ahead and getting his geyser. Similar to Coyote in the last game, I'm only going to put one guy in there. Conservative. We call him a Beano Terran because he has absolutely no gas. There's also the barracks going down for Orion, another barracks going down for Orion. Doesn't want to get the orbital command quite yet. But we're seeing the Wilkie having a little bit more focus. He's doing some good stuff. He's also doing the loop around the Rosie. Loop around the Rosie, one of the most common games played by small children. Loop around the Rosie. This is played in between peekaboo with sniper rifles. I think I would make an excellent father. I think that is something that I'm gonna make sure that my kids do, is that they play a lot of video games. I think I've said this before. My son, you know, like you always hear the stories of the son who comes out and is like, "Dad, I'm gay." You know, if my son did that, I'd be like, "Good for you. I love that you're embracing your sexuality." And I would be 100% supportive of him. And then, if he was like, "But Dad, I'm in the Bronze League and I have no motivation to get higher," I'd be like, "Get out of my house. I'm not going to raise no newbie." You know what I mean? Seriously, he has to just... And if he's outside, put the basketball down. Come in here. You haven't played 30 ladder games today. Or practiced your violin, all right? because apparently music is pretty good for making sure the fingers are strong for the keyboard. You got to keep him cross-training. I would also make him do all sorts of other activities that would help promote the appropriate healthy lifestyle. Would absolutely need my child to be, I'd give him a good life. I would raise him well. I would raise him well. He'd be a little bit, he might have some happy memories of Peekaboo whenever he saw the TV series 24, where Jack Bauer battles terrorists, and there's some sniper rifles in there. But just something to help remind him where he grew up. We do have the Wilkie having the factory go down right now. We see Orion is also getting his factory. We have some tech labs also popping down. That's great. We see the barracks going down by the bunker. A little bit defensive. Not seeing anything too noteworthy yet. Another barracks. What are you doing? Oh, he's making a starport. Looks like both of them are opening fairly fine. That's fine. But I'd like to remind you, you cannot expand until you build a nuke. Cannot expand until you build a nuke. That is right. And here comes Orion now, throwing down the starport. Is the Wilkie going to be doing it? Both players rocking out. Oh my gosh, the Wilkie has significantly higher actions per minute. Rocking out at double, and oh, yes. The Wilkie has indeed been reading fairy tales. He knows the rule of threes. Come on, computer, hang in there. Yes, the rule of threes. You always notice that there's only ever threes in fairy tale. Like there's the three apples myth, and there's always like three bears, and there's three little piggies, and there's three dwarves and Snow White. It breaks down sometimes, but you don't need to worry too much about that. But the important thing is that once upon a time, there was a boy by the name of Wilkie. He lived in the woods among his mother. He churned milk during the day, churned butter. I tried to do the motion for churning butter, but of course I forgot that this is being recorded. And of course he walked in after a long day out on the fields with his father, carefully preparing a meal for the family while a sniper rifle rested on his thighs. And his father said, "Son, you must build 3 missiles to be able to pass the test." And the Wilkie said, "Father, but I'm only 12 years old." And he said, "Don't worry, StarCraft 2 only has a teen rating, and I'll buy it for you, and you can build your very own nukes." Yeah, how's that, PTA moms? How's that for easing those fears? Oh, no problem at all. You're only going to let your son launch nuclear missiles in this game. We do see Orion. Looks like he has a little bit of detection. He does have, he has the infamous Star of Supply with the engineering bay resting at the center. Well, the Wilkie is worried about everything. He's going to go ahead and make 3 bunkers, and you'll notice in the unit counting station he has 4 Marines. This is a very common tactic because if you lose one bunker, you just run to another bunker. If you lose that bunker, you can run to the 3rd bunker. And so you'll see a lot of players generally have 10, 12, 50, 60 bunkers and 4 Marines because they do the reverse leapfrogging where they can keep falling back and back and back. And you might say, but isn't that a waste of money? And I'm like, bunkers are free, nub. I don't raise no newbie. An important lesson for my child. Bunkers are always free, but the Wilkie looking surprisingly passive. With the advantage of 3 Ghost Academies, we see 2 nukes, we see 1 personal cloaking device going down, we see the Wilkie beginning to scout the front. Does look like nothing too noteworthy happening. Uh-oh, there's the scan. There's the scan. There's the scan. The Wilkie moving out. Once upon a time, he flew his sword over the spewing sewage containers of Tassidar's rear side, past the runic runes stolen from World of Warcraft, where people actually care about the lore and not winning. And the Wilkie snuck by onto the left side, but what did he have here at the front? A ghost. A ghost, yes, that rested there, high atop the gold, and to the left a little bit. And there he planted himself firmly, doubting whether or not he was ready for the task at hand. That or his APM was keeping him elsewhere. We can easily find out. No, it looks like his focus was ready. His firm was will. His will was firm. There we go. His firm was will. His firm indeed was Will, one of the most well-known firms in all of law. And in the meantime, he got out his sniper rifle as his father taught him and walked to the front door with Nuke at back and Nuke at front, trying to do as much damage as he could. But could he pull it off? Could he do it? And it looks like he prepared for the task at the front. Orion had superior forces in the resource station. His food excelled his by a full 9. A mythic number known well by the StarCraft community as J. Was J food ahead of his opponent. And there he is, Wilkie. Advancing forward, and where will he go? He scans the front. Neat nukes need neither sense nor reason. The words that Dr. Seuss doth bestow upon his lips, the spirit overtaked him in whatever past tense Sean decided was appropriate at the time. The spirit of Dr. Seuss flowed from his lips. Neat nukes need neither sense nor reason. And oh my gosh, could it be the tri-pronged nuke? Orion in all caps, but was his focus up to the task? There was yet another nuke. The first nuke, would you like it here? Now, of course, he's not referring to that handbag campaign where the girls were like, I like it on the bed. And of course, the guys were like, nice. And they were like, no, I'm talking about handbags, silly. But all the girls took that the way extreme wrong direction. It's like, I like it on the kitchen counter. I like it on the floor. And I was like reading through my Facebook statuses like, oh my god, I had no idea. Oh my god, this Facebook status update thing is not bad at all. This is... And then it turns out it's about handbags. For any of you who don't know what I'm talking about, please search the internet for one of the most absolutely disappointing marketing campaigns I have ever read in my life. But anyways, coming back to the game over here, would you like it here? And what he's referring to is this particular nuke. But Orion, he sees it in time. He's going to pull it to the right, out of range. A third nuke. He's going to pull out of range. Get out of there, Orion. No, Orion. That's not what... Run, Orion. Orion. What the fuck? What the fuck? Did you just see that? Did that just... Hold on, I'm going to back up right now. Let's back up. Orion, what was your response to having a nuke fall right here? Let's find out. Would you like it here or there? That's fine. Let's go ahead and figure out exactly what's up. It looks like here the ghosts moving forward. They're beginning to move forward, and then I'm like, what the huh in the holy how the what? Would you like it here? And Orion says, all right, quickly, team, evacuate before it's too late. All we need to do is... What did the fuck? That blew my mind so much I doubled every phrase, or every word in the phrase, what the fuck, to get what did the fuck, fucking what with the dropship medevac, where in the what in the hell? Here is where he wanted his medevac. Now, I would just like to correlate the distance between the nuke and the medevac. A couple of inches. Even in game space, it was like, that's how far it was. Like seriously, there was the Marine was like, he's like smoking, he has a sniper rifle, you know, and they're like, where's the nuke going to land? And he's just like, oh, over there, and he just signaled with his foot. He just kind of tapped the ground, just sort of like circled an area. It was like, it's going to be right here. And they're like, should we get out of here? And it's like, don't worry, we have air support. Orion. The spirit of Dr. Seuss overtook his ability to make decisions, and I was pained. How in the heck? All right. There's the nuke, and of course the Wilkie, or there, he really couldn't help himself. Seriously, he was... Orion. Now, I'd just like to note that the food has a little under thirded. I don't know how you say under-halved. You can say like a little less than half is under-halved, under-threaded, under-thirded. He got wounded severely. But I would just like to note that it's a time like that where really, if you are going for the Dr. Seuss thing, where you're like, you know, my nukes need neither sense nor reason, and then a nuke lands right on all his medevacs, and you're like, I'm going to hit you with a third nuke! That's when the spirit of Dr. Seuss might not be quite bouncing and be bumping as well. Good, very well. And it looks like the supply star has, of course, been eliminated. And the funniest fact about all this is that all that Red has other than that is 13 Marines. and 3 bunkers. Again, the backup bunker, just in case. He has 2 ghosts here. He has Corporal Ghost and Sergeant Ghost and Recruit Ghost. This ghost is a little bit embarrassed. He's going to return back home. But don't worry, the spirit of Dr. Seuss is taking over Wilkie. There is his orbital command. And now we're going to see, can Orion come back? The question is, Can he use his focus and game sense to get back in it? He's at 25 of 22, so he's going to begin by building any amount of supply depots, because for the record, he had none, actually. He had 0 supply depots. It was only command centers. And there it comes. What will the spirit of Dr. Seuss say, Wilkie? The Wilkie! What will he say, the Wilkie? You do not seem that well protected when I say nuclear launch detected. Very good. And here it comes. And of course, Orion hanging down in boss mode. He's not going to be phased. And there it goes. Another nuke. Tri-nuclear bombs. This is going to be quite difficult. He is getting severely wounded. And of course, no need for more Dr. Zeussery there when you have something that rhymes. Oh my god, the poor thing. And there's the stim on the Marines. Pick off a ghost. Pick off a ghost. Getting a ghost. And by the way, I would just like to note that of all things that die in StarCraft 2, the Ghost, I think, is the most dramatic. He's really cool every now and again. He's like, never say die. And you're like, ooh, you said that as you died. That is bold. That is pretty cool. That's like, as you're dying in lava, you're like, don't worry about it, I got this. And then you just sink into ooze. And you're like, wow. He did not have that at all, but he was hanging in right till the end, man. He saw the opportunity and he took it. He's not going to go down crying. Ghosts never say die. The rest of the time, the ghosts are like, and then they die. Right? They're the most dramatic units. Seriously, they're like the medic in StarCraft 1 times a million. Let me actually see, like, next time a ghost death occurs, we're just going to rewind a little bit. It's just so we can hear that. And here comes the Wilkie. The Wilkie with 3 nuclear missiles. Once upon a time, there was a mythical man by the name of Wilkie, and he built nukes in 3s, because that's how fairy tales work. And then we had Orion. The mystical Orion, who had 2 tanks and a Raven protecting neither base. He did make a scan. He saw, oh no, what could be there forthwith but a Marine and a couple of ghosts. And it looks like, oh no, looks like he might, there's a nuke going down. Look out, there's detection coming. Did you hear that ghost die? Did you hear that? Okay, now slow down. Alright, you know what? We have to pause. I'm actually going to go to the sound menu. We're going to try to... I don't care. You're going to get a lot of clipping. Listen to how loud this accept is. Yeah. Alright, now listen very carefully to the way this ghost dies. Sometimes it'll be cool. Sometimes never say die. And other times... You're like, oh my god, he's supposed to be a stealth assassin. He needs to shut up. Right, so let's just find out. Oh my god, that's so loud. No wonder I have the master volume at 15%. Did you hear that ghost fire? Normally it's just a little bing, boom, bink. But there was like that hurt my ears to hear that, but let's just hear the ghost die. Did you hear that? We're going to hear it a couple more times. See, that third ghost, he was cool. Never say die. The first 2, total sissy ninny finny fannies. Oh my gosh, the sissy little ninny nanny fanny, he doth die, and his little brethren Ghosty Ghost did not even begin to cry as they put on their green slippy nippy hats and fell into the sand, said Dr. Seuss, because that guy, he was the fucking man who talks like Dr. Seuss, other than that guy and the Wilco. The Wilkies, who are we watching? The Wilkie. Whew, man. So of course the Wilkie, his best counter to a half-dead player is to just go kill him. Very good. And by the way, I'd just like to point out, oh yes, someone pointed this out in the chat, and whoever did is a genius. Yes, Damned98 noted that the third ghost to die was the cool one. It's a fairy tale. The number 3 is ever so the coolest. Alright, so the Wilkie, advancing on in. Oh my gosh, Orion, he's going to retreat. Get out of there, Orion, get out of there. How many nukes do we have in stock? 3, look at the unit counting station. 2. 2, yes, because 2s are in fairy tales. Anyways, Orion trying to do a auto turret push with some success because he is backed by 2 tanks that are defending neither base. Alright, does look like the Wilkie is going to be advancing forward. We do see the Wilkie continuing to mass up a reasonable amount of units. How many engineering bays does he have? 2, again, because this is a fairy tale, and fairy tales come in 2s. And there it looks like the Wilkie waiting patiently. We see the Wilkie beginning to advance forward. And there he is. He's parked outside the front. He scans! Be careful, there's tanks! Make a decision, Wilkie! Make a decision! What are you going to do? Are you going to nuke him, Wilkie? Come on, Wilkie, cloak. Pick him off, Wilkie. Wilkie! Wilkie! What are you going to do, man? He's going to cloak because, remember, he's trying to be stealthy. So he's going to begin advancing in. But again, please stay at bay. I'm clearing the way. And there he is. Uh-oh, uh-oh, oh no! And there he goes. Uh-oh, uh-oh. And what will he say this time? Once again, please stay at bay. I'm clearing the way. Another nuke. Be careful, Orion. Get out of there, Orion. Get out. What the fuck? What a... Pressing B allows one the ability to rewind the replay. Orion, there's a nuke in the back of your base. Be careful, Orion. It's going to land right here. Once again, please stay at bay. I'm clearing the way. Reinforcements have arrived. Oh. And the ghost dies. The sound file's like 30 gigs. Most of the install of StarCraft 2 is actually that ghost death noise trying to fit onto your hard drive. You need to clear off your entire C drive just so we can install it. The travails of being a professional gamer. I can't even keep my Hello Kitty pictures collection. I had to clear it out, all of it. We do see the Wilkie now advancing forward. What will he do with this ghost? I'll give you a hint. It involves 3 ghost academies equipped with nuclear missiles. The Wilkie, his father's last dying words. The last one, this will be, because I am on a killing spree. Indeedy do. Well played, Wilco. How embarrassing. He ended up dying. He is super dead, but remember, the counter to a battered player is to just go kill him, or the Wilkie. Seriously, trying to be a stealth assassin. Good game. And by the way, Orion, I want to give a round of applause for you. Let me actually step out of the Day 9 persona. I'm just Sean Plott right now. And I'd like to say thank you for being so well-mannered, because the one thing that I found quite a bit is that I was hoping people would be a little silly in their Dr. Seussisms, but a lot of people were just nasty and negative and terrible. And there were some serious enragements that occurred, and I'm like really super duper duper sorry for that. But Orion, I'd like to give you the heart for hanging down in boss mode, getting nuked all over the place, losing SCVs, and just saying good game. That is how you want to be when you lose, no matter how frustrating. Just good game and move on. Just be a man about it. Just grow up. You just got slaughtered by a guy who's talking like Dr. Seuss. It's cool. It happens. It doesn't matter. I don't give a damn. Sometimes, you know, sometimes in life, things will just happen. Like you'll get dumped for a guy that she met on hotornot.com, and that's fine. That's fine. You're just gonna have to step over those dead bodies. You're just gonna have to keep trudging forward. And Orion, you're a hero and an inspiration to us all. You seriously please me right in the glazoon. Let's go ahead and advance on to the 3rd game. I think it is right here. Yes, indeed it is. Upon further exploration, I have indeed found this particular replay to be of note because of the fact that it's a super high-level player using a nuke-focused strategy in a real game. Yes, indeed. I would also like to note that I did not win the Shorty Award. I know. That's a tough time for me. I didn't win the Shorty Award. I feel a little bit like a sack of butt shit, but that's fine. That other gentleman, he won the award, and that's sometimes what happens when you lose. Someone else ends up winning. These are fine. I want to be like Orion. I just want to keep stepping forward, even though I feel like butt shit. That's okay. That is a phrase that I have made up recently and have become quite fond of. Because today is Creative Cursing Day. That's what today is. We got what the fuck fucking butt shit, and I wanted to throw out another little tool that you can use to formulate these little acts of creativity, which is to combine curse word plus body part. Like, what a fuck nose. You know what I mean? What a dick tooth. What a bitch ankle. You know, these are things that you want to just use every now and again. You'll notice that creativity just kind of happens when you do that. So that's sometimes how I end up feeling. Let's return back to TG Prax. TG Prax, who is the Day 9 daily viewership. He is in the bottom left, and TG Prax opened up with a refinery. And we see OK2 in the top right. Going for the usual Barracks Refinery Command Center. We also see TG Prax getting a second refinery while his barracks is making. Do you know why? Because ghosts and nukes are expensive on the gas. Oh. Wow, doesn't that make me feel fantastic? We do see OK2 continuing to make Marines, unsuspecting at the fact that there is a Ghost Academy being hidden. Oh, Ghost Academy hiding. There's even a tech lab and a Marine down to perhaps deny any scouting, but more importantly to hide the fact that there is a hidden Ghost Academy in this corner. We see the Ghost Academy doth finish. There is a ghost going down. There is Cloak as well, joining this opening in glory. What will TG Prax come out with next? We shall only have to wait and see. A factory. Ah, factory, yes. It tickles my fancy to see you do such tech transitions, TG Prax. We do see that the factory on OK2's side is done. Marines and Hellions doth progress down the map, and he's advancing forward like, with this Hellion, please run, little Marine, run, try to go. No, that's the wrong way. The brave, bold little Marine did try to distract, but he did get knocked down eventually because he stopped walking. What a shit wrist. Anyways, we do see that there are more ghosts being made. Ooh, scary ghosts are being made on the end of TG Prax, and he's moving forward with the ghost. Pew, pew, thum, bing, boom, thum. With a second Ghost Academy in store, with a nuke. And what else could be coming but another nuke? This is a well-thought-out build full of reason and fantasy on everyone's part. What do you have in store, TG Prax? What do you have? Two little ghosts with the pitter-patter of their feet doth make their way up north because they're 1337 leet. Man, I should create my own rap albums. Oh, they would be so good, and he doth progress past the Zelnaga Tower, past the Cavern of Zelnaga, which is all I can really assume that this is. With OK2's medevac, it does indeed wait. But OK2 may soon have a feeling of irateness. It looks like he does not quite have enough yet to be able to throw down a scan, but he has to be careful because part of TG Prax's plan is to sneak in when the energy is way down close to low. So that way the nuke will be undetected as it goes down. He EMP'd! Holy double. How in the what in the fucking the awesome. Yes! Fantasticism is indeed, oh man, I can't wait. Lay it on me, do it, TG Prax. Hear the sudden trumpets, hear the summon midgets. That doesn't rhyme, but man, what a baller. This is a Master League level game, and it shall not indeed ever be the same, because after the EMP, we saw a little trickle of urine come down the pant leg of OK2, who not only was feeling the uncontrollable bladder movements, but apparently stands while he plays, otherwise it would just be on his chair. But either way, we never saw the same again. What happened? What did indeed happen? I shall tease no longer. Here it occurs. Uh-oh. Get your SCVs out of there, OK2. Oh no! 3 SCVs doth die as the nuclear missile fell from the sky. No add-ons could be found. Once the nukes laid their faces on the ground, and OK2 feels like a little bit of a butthead. Notice, curse word body part. That one's an old school one. That's from the schoolyard in elementary school where they had schoolyards instead of high schools, which operate a lot more right now, just like big scary prisons. No windows at all. No ability to see out. And you even have to ask the teacher permission to go use the restroom. How tragic. But TG Prax is not done yet, because note, this is one of my favorite parts, where if you just look at the food count, they're actually even in food. Wasn't that dramatic? Like, seriously, that is the most epic thing I have ever seen. That's like firing a slingshot at a camel's head so he freaks out and breaks his back open, and the water spills out and gushes into a pot operated by a flamingo that drop kicks it onto the stove so you can make tea. You know, it's like, oh, well, I could have just gone to the faucet, but that was cool. It was absolutely cool. And the question is, how is TG Prax going to transition out of this? That is an important fundamental notion whenever you have a build, is how does the rest of your build plug into it? A notion we discussed extensively in Newbie Tuesday. So we do see a continued production of whatever OK2 can end up doing. A supply depot throwdown does happen, but he ends up surrounding his base with missile turrets because Mr. Ghost, Sergeant Ghost, representing the Ghost community well. We have Corporal Ghost pulling back, trying to train his new squad of recruits, and they're going to be practicing on rocks because few things help prepare men for battle than shooting inanimate objects. We also see, again, he's missile turret pushing. He can't be too careful. He's going to continue to expand the ring of missile turretness. He hasn't even begun to build an orbital command because he knows. He knows the threat is real because Sergeant Ghost is still alive. And you know what he never says? Die. Good. We do see, TG Prax going for the expand to the gold. The SCV from Octo is hanging out by the natural expansion. More ghosts, marines, marauders being constructed. Oh, what does he see? He sees an SCV constructing. The opportunity gleams in his eyes. How will TG Prax end up falling ahead in this particular battle that he is he's just gonna nuke him, alright? And interestingly, TG Prax opting for an orbital command, planetary fortress, not an orbital command. He's waiting patiently, and we don't have to wait patiently because we have a fast forward button. Oh, the command center's getting close, it's getting close. What's gonna happen? What could happen? I'll give you three guesses. It begins with the letter N. Wait a minute. Well, I guess we better use that nuke up. Right, TG Prax? I really think you should use a nuke. Oh, and there it is! SCVs you needn't, couldn't, wouldn't, shouldn't stay, because the nuclear freaking bomb will blow your face away. React in time, Octo! Ah! Get out of there! Oh, the SCV tried to finish the refinery and get on out, but of course not only was he dead, but his life's work, of course, expended as well. Oh, as Uniden could, should, would say, because Uniden's the man. Go Uniden. Uniden, fighting! Oh my gosh. Oh man. And it looks like after two nukes are done, OK2's like, okay, that's enough. That's enough, Mr. Crapfoot. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to kill you now. But after two nukes, took two. It takes two because remember, fairy tales roll in deuces. So we're going to speed things right up. We do see TG Prax continuing to amass a nice little force of marines, marauders, and a ghost. He's continuing to get nukes, including from the one that was revealed on the left side. How bold. Re-expanding now to his old natural. I would kind of like that this force would be a little bit farther forward, but you know what? That's no big deal. OK2 is only just now beginning to move out. And how will the forces of TG Prax be able to deal with this tank-heavy composition? Uh-oh, he doesn't engage in time. Will the tank siege? They do siege! And it looks like they pick off the SCV, and this factory's going here. I'll spot it. I'll find out what's up. Guys, there's stuff there. And look at the tactical nuke. And what happens right as the nuke is about to end? As Uniden could, should, would say, now surely one clearly chicken and noob. He said that? I'm not sure he said that. I don't know. Double check me. Maybe go to like very famous quotes and look up Uniden. I don't know if that has been submitted, but maybe someone should submit that to help extend the day 9 reach on the internets. But we do see that, right as the siege tanks pull back and the stem, OK2 tries to siege in time, but absolutely not. 2 tank shots. Is a 3rd tank shot going down? Yes, and everything else is going down. from the OK2 as well. The Nukes incorporating so seamlessly into the Marine Marauder Bowl. Into the big Marine Marauder Ball. You always try to encounter the ball when there are no tanks sieged. Indeed, you do not want to move up there because you might feel like a bitch ankle. Now we do see TG Prax beginning to advance forward while standing still. How paradoxical. Anything is true when I'm the commentator and I have my way. There looks like a little bit of a drop. Tragic that there's only one nuclear missile remaining. OK2 sacrifices a lot of units for no reason. He's killing off his destructible rocks. TG Prax demonstrating how boss he can be while opening with a double nuke play. And now he's beginning to advance forward. He's trying to find a good way to enter. There's the scan. Got to be a little bit careful. Oh, please. Please, I'll do anything. Anything you want. Anything, please. Just get that nuke to land. He's pulling back. OK2. Your ghosts do... Oh, and none of these ghosts ever said die. And TG Prax, the poor little guy, forgot to use Dr. Nuke. No, really, a nuclear frickin' bomb. I don't think that's something that Dr. Seuss would say. He would be a little bit more elegant than that. But you know what? I will let it slide. Now, this is the point where I take a brief commercial break and just do this. It's actually really hot in my room. Oh. Okay. Alright, good. Good, that was great. Got to cool off a little bit. It was a little hot in here. Woo! 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 I'm going to go ahead and quit this and go into the final game. Now, I'm going to try to load this up nice and fast. The final game. The last daily of Funday Monday. Now, I have a question for you. What could be in store for the final game? I'm just stretched. Gosh, this daily's been so boring. Who are the players? Well, it looks like Fresh Meat for the win in the top right corner. And in the top left... It's Dr. Seuss! It's Zeus! He's in it! He's in the game, and as we're soon gonna find out, he is like Bronze League all the way. Holy sh... How's that for getting creative with cursing? How is that for getting creative with cursing? Holy shh! 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 Stop it! Shh! Be very quiet. We do see Zeus advancing forward. He's going to go to the front of his base, one of the most reasonable places to go to build a supply depot. That is where he shall be throwing it down. And we do see Fresh Meat building his pylon at the front. I better speed this up because there's a little bit of epic action. Fresh Meat now opening up with the usual gateway gas. What do we see on the Dr. Zeus front? He is getting an orbital command, putting 3 in the gas. Getting a supply depot, killing off a scouting probe, everything is as it should be. A factory and a ghost academy, and another barracks. Zeus. What lays in store? Oh, cloaking, you sly poet. You champion of the words and of the ages. Making more marines, getting cloak for units that you don't even have yet. Clever. We do see the ghost going down now. Ooh, another scary ghost. And look at the econ timing right as that nuke. As soon as the cloak finishes, the nuke is now available to be constructed. Very good. Very super excellent. Now, we do see the missile turret now going down for Zeus. He's going to run here. This missile turret is ample for scouting nearby buildings. Because it is a detector. If those buildings were cloaked, a missile turret would be the first to know. We also see nothing. Existential nothingness on the south of the map. In the meantime, we see Fresh Meat for the win. Uh-oh. He has an expansion up right now. What will Zeus be doing? Fresh Meat has 3 gateways. He has a robo, but there's a scary ghost. Where will it nuke? Won't look like rain, won't look like snow, won't look like fog, that's all I know. I can't tell you any more, I've never launched a nuke before. And of course, if he was trying to be thugly, he'd be like, I've never launched a nuke before, to rhyme with no, and snow, and eventually ho. But keep in mind that Dr. Seuss was not much of a player, really. He would not go to be like, come here them bitches, hop on my glazoon. He would not do that sort of thing. He would, of course, use a little bit more rhymadry and use complete words without apostrophes at their end. And there, indeed, Dr. Seuss laying down the rain. Oh, my God, and the nuke looked like a candy cane for comedic effect. Pew, 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 pew. And at the same time, good Zeus. Yes, very excellent. There are 3 Ghost Academies. The Tri-Nuke, the Tri-Force, the Pride of the Terran. How much cloak does he have left? 25. I looked, then I saw him uncloak like a spook. I looked and saw him, the ghost with the nuke. And there it falls down from the sky to flam! Getting him done. Pow! Boom! Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. So we see a little bit more battlage going on by the ghost. He's trying to run away. Come on. Run, run, hide, hide. All I need is 25 energy. I just... They're really small models. How do they fit that much air in their lungs? I shouldn't be surprised, though, because when I was a small boy, I did what any small boy did, and I melted bugs with a magnifying glass. Have you ever melted an ant with a magnifying glass? Sometimes they do that little... pop. And you're like, how is there that much noise out of a little teeny, tiny little ant? You know what I'm saying? I'm actually curious if anyone else burned ants. If anyone else did some of that cool stuff. Me and my magnifying glass, we were just broy. It was like so good. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, look, other people know what I'm talking about. Where you have that little magnifying glass and just... and then the ant's done. You go to another one, you chase him, and he scurries away. It's kind of like a ghost, except the ghosts are a little bit louder. Oh my gosh. Seriously, I can't imagine how stressful it must have been for that Colossus to kill that ghost. At least it's not as bad as if you tried to, like, I don't know, roast a bunny rabbit, because bunny rabbits have some of the most appalling screams in the world. Oh my gosh, blood-curdling, doesn't even share the half of it. I would know. I have a buddy named Manfred, and he is my serious connection. He is just my ally for life, man. Screams. Scary, man. It's terrifying. Fresh meat for the win, now building more photon cannons to help defend against the ghosts that were here and here. Wow, yeah, he's really cannoning that area up. He does not want to suffer the same fate as those other 3 photon cannons. The Lyote. The Lyote? Now, I know this Funday Monday is supposed to be about the fun of using nuclear bombs and saying Dr. Seussly things, but Blizzard, the Lyote? Really? The Lyote? And by the way, I would just like to notice how much it looks like a coyote. But it's a Lyote. They're different. They're not the same. We created the largest immersive, interactive fantasy world in the history of mankind, with tens of millions of subscribers. And they sat in a meeting room with the entire power of their thousands of employees and their billions of dollars and said, it's a Lyote. That's fine. Just put it in. It's like a coyote, but we couldn't get the copyright on coyote. They're trademarked by some guy. He's a real dick. He's a real dick nose. And too much royalties on coyotes. They did a Lyote. It's no big deal. It's fine. They're going to come up with their very own plush Lyote line of animals and sell them. And they're going to make a quadrillion, gorillion, Brazilian dollars. They're going to make several Brazilian dollars on licensing the coyotes. Uh-oh. Fresh meat, run away, there's a nuke. When Day9's constraints are in charge of my game, to him I assign every ounce of the blame, but I will keep nuking you all the same. Dr. Seuss! Bam! Oh my gosh, I feel a rumbly in my tumbly, and it feels so good. The butterflies are coming. Oh my gosh, he's such a poet. I didn't know he could swoon me so hard. Oh my gosh. I even did my Velociraptor on accident because I just can't quite handle the brilliant See You Later cannon. These pylons are going to be crying little crystal tears. Pow! But at the same time, the best counter to someone nuking you a lot is just to go fucking kill them. So it looks like Fresh Meat going to employ this right now. Come on, Micro. Come on, Dr. Seuss. I believe in you, Dr. Seuss. Keep nuking him, Zeus. Keep nuking him. Bring the noise, Zook. Bring the pain on. Oh, Fresh Meat for the win. He did manage to retreat. He managed to keep the Colossi up on its spindly feet. Yes! It's hard when nuking the place of my choice to rhyme the style of the one Dr. Zeus? It's hard while nuking in the place of my choose to rhyme in the style of one Dr. Zeus. Pikachu, I choose you. You are my choose. I am choosing you for battle. You will battle against the infamous Lyote. We do see that Fresh Meat for the win. Gonna bust out a little bit more at range 9. Axe gonna pick off these supply depots, but the Vikings, look out, Marines! Yeah, I mean, by the way, notice how manly the Marine dies. It's just like, oh, ow, ugh, not the ghost. Not these screaming, crying little stealth assassins. Here it comes. Ooh, that was close. Let's see if we can end up hearing a ghost death. Uh-oh. Oh, stealth assassin indeed! Oh my god, you see that? They were like, is that a stop? Like, oh my god, did you see it? Did you see it? Stealth assassin. I bet you he's wearing Converse, man. No other shoe would let you get by that sort of force. Okay, wait, hold on. Do they ever say die? Do they ever? Here comes a cannon, it's within... Oh! I have 5 hit points. How many? This many? Seriously, if this ghost right here, this one with the 5 health, if he was eating a lollipop and someone said, how much health do you have? He could just show you without ever having to stop eating that lollipop. And he would also never, ever say die. Ever. Gosh, but then look at this. It's cool. Don't worry about it, bro. It's fine. I'm such a ghost. And there he is advancing forward. Didn't see a thing. Fresh Meat for the win. Fresh eyes for the lose. And there they go by the Xel'Naga Watchtower. Zeus, of all the Terrans I've ever seen, he gets it. He is going to be in a little bit of a struggle bear mode, though, because he is rapidly running out of resources in real life, but has a lot in the bank. His opponent is up to 3 bases, but Zeus remembers the name of the game. And the name of the game is Nuke. The name of the game is the Nuke. And there's the cloak. He's advancing forward. The nukes you've detected, perhaps unsuspected, are currently flying and vying and trying to blow up your workers. P.S. I want lurkers. And he has a sad face. And there he is. He's advancing forward. He's trying to... Oh! Do you know how many hit points he had before the probe got there? Dr. Zeus. You're a ghost. Just stay out of range. When you have... How many hit points? Vanna, show us how many hit points he has. Vanna doesn't even smile. She's just like... I told him. He's a little bit of a twat brain. That's what he is. Suck it! That's right, Fresh Meat busting out the insults while losing a lot. And Dr. Zeus, of course, smiles because he cannot simply say suck it. God, that ghost was cool. Oh, he never says die. Ever! Ugh. So we do see Dr. Zeus, the command center, now queuing up a couple of SCVs. We want to make sure he begins getting that started. In the unit counting station, we see that he has 12 Marines. That's good. Even in StarCraft 1, the interface would allow you to select all of those bad boys. Titter, 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 giggle, chortle, ruffle, winky, winky. That's right. Get more than 12 Marines, folks, even if you are a literary superstar. Seriously, I have never seen a man with such textual prowess. Yes, indeed. We see Fresh Meat now expanding to the bottom left, expanding everywhere. Here an expo, there an expo, everywhere an expo, expo. Get him, Zeus. Get him. Get him. Bring the noise, Dr. Zeus. You're my hero, Dr. Zeus. You are my hero, Dr. Zeus. Dear chat, if Dr. Zeus is your hero, type Zeus in all caps lock. And this is actually an interesting psychological study to see if people put the E first or the U first. That's right. Most people are writing Z-E-U-S. Like Zeus is in like lightning strike. Look at me, I'm striking lightning. This is the problem with not having props. That's right. Dr. Zeus is the hero of many. Now, by the way, mods, feel free to ban anyone whose spelling you don't like. Oh! Sean didn't say that at the start. That's right. That's right. Mods have to have fun, too. We like them. Especially Gamer, who was chat banned for like a week after he lost in the free-for-all. He's cool, though. He's unbanned. We do see Zeus positioning himself. Another nuke! A nuke, 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 a nuke. It's hard while nuking the place of my choice to rhyme the spile of one Dr. Seuss. What? What? He's repeating himself. Was there any changes? Was he like editing? Is he using a Zeus macro? Are these Zeus macros? I know that he doesn't have, you know, real macro. I know he doesn't have real macro, but holy is he using a fucking macro? I don't know. A little pissed. I'm a little bit raging. I am a little bit livid. Dr. Zeus. Thought you were the real one. I even checked your character ID. It all lined up. That's cool, man. You're still nuking. So I'm still a fan. I'm still a fan, Dr. Zeus. Who uses the nuke of his choice. Dr. Zeus, how embarrassing. So we do see Dr. Zeus. Dr. Zeus is going to be moving down to the bottom right. He's charging with phoenixes. Vikings. Potato, and oh no, Dr. Zeus, no, Zeus, the Vikings don't work very well when in the air, like you just don't care. Oh, nuke him, get him, zap him, hurt him, wound him, get him. Oh no, the single probe defense from Fresh Meat for the win is unable. Ugh. Remember that this isn't Warcraft in space, for orcs wouldn't launch all these nukes in your base. In your face, mother! I'm gonna bleep that out because it's not creative enough. Again, it is Creative Cursing Day. I would never dream of saying such a thing. Looks like the double nuke. He's re-nuking. Uh-oh, Fresh Meat for the win. Will he get there in time? Will he get there? He charges with a probe first. He leads with a probe. It's a probe. Dr. Zeus, bam! Taking him down. And there now come all the units, and he cloaks because he absolutely will not say die. Bing, choo, boo, bink, poop, poo. And at the same time, he's trying to re-expand on top of another base. Oh my god, green algae mold has left on the Nexus, but he had to scrub it free. Mass Immortal dude coming up right now. Mass Immortal, don't worry, he's just going to expand here. Quickly land. Oh no, alright, quickly land again. Land. All you have to do is, hurry, build a planetary fortress. Build a planetary fortress. That's all you have to do. That's the only step that you need to take, is to get the planetary fortress up. That's all you need to do, is just to get the planetary fortress up. And you're going to be fine. There's the Immortals coming out right now. Fresh Meat for the win. Knows what it's going to take to win. There's Marines in the middle of the map. Oh no, probes are still in the fray. Probe versus ghost kills are pretty high this game. The Vikings by Dr. Zeus, you clever cat. You total pimped out baller from ancient times. With his rhymes and his flying crimes. He said with self-satisfaction. And a ghost still here. Ghost vs. Nexus might be the case of an unusual 1-0. And uh-oh, looks like Fresh Meat for the win, beginning to advance forward. Oh my god, there's no defense! In the unit counting station we see 6 Marines, 2 Ghosts, and 2 Nukes. Oh, he might be able to pick off the Nexus. He managed to pick off the one up there. And there he is, target firing. Repair! Repair. The ghost is contributing to the fight. Okay, it's repaired. Repaired, but you gotta be careful. Be careful. And it looks like he's beginning to shoot it there. He needs to repair. 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 He's picking off SCVs, and the planetary fortress is getting close to being finished. It's getting close, and it looks like the planetary fortress is actually going to get done, and that will repel the attack. And unless he begins target firing the planetary fortress, and that's exactly what he's doing. Alright, it's down to 600. It's getting down to 500. Okay, look at the little orange bar. This is going to be a little bit of a battle, but the ghost, Sergeant Ghost, no, Recruit Ghost contributing. This is Recruit Ghost, man, taking down a Nexus on his own. It's in the red. It's in the red. Oh, Dr. Seuss. Oh my goodness, Dr. Seuss, bringing hurt and pain across the land. Get out, little crabby immortals. Oh man, that ghost is bold. These Marines are advancing forward. Colossi getting warped in right now. More gateways than make any sense by rhyme or reason now moving out. The Vikings have destroyed an entire frickin' base on their own. They're easily worth one nuke. Why is it that every time Terran tries to expand, there's a Nexus there underneath it? I'll never know. I won't. It's not my job to know. It's my job to entertain. Cool. And now we see the nuke. Or excuse me, the Nexus. Very different from a nuke, is now finishing. But a nuke is not very different from a nuke, and there's the ghost moving down. Will he be able to defend it in time? He needs to be careful. The Marines are advancing forward. Don't do that, Marines! Oh my god, half the Marine force, literally half, is in the way! We're taking some hits. And look at that, got hit by a nuke, and you know the only noise he made? Oh! That's it. Probe kills a ghost. Gurgle, bubbles, froth out of mouth. Cloak froth, no less. So we have the only Robo fourth. Fresh meat for the win, only Robo. Only Robo. And there it comes down. Another no! Let's hear him die one more time, just so we can experience his tragedy. Dum da da dum bum. Psh, dum. Oh. Gosh, that's violent. Alright, down to 15%. The money volume. Coming right on in, we see Dr. Seuss beginning to eat through the main with his Vikings. He's going to lift up and fly back because he clearly needs to clear out this Nexus at the same time. Planetary Fortress taking some hits. Looks like there was a treat. No, he's taking some hits, and he needs to repair. Vikings show up. Nothing shoots up. Get him, Zeus. Get him. That was so close. Zeus, you almost lost your whole base, Zeus. Your only planetary fortress. That would have been embarrassing. Anyways, the SCV now participating in a little bit of attacking action. Only one mining base left up for fresh meat for the win. We do see a force of Marines advancing forth. Where will he end up planting the nuke? I have an idea. How about on the bodies of his friends? No, a little to the left. Fresh meat, does he see it? Oh my god! Do you see how hard that is to notice? There's the red dot. Do you see it? It's just above. There it is. I mean, it's like right there. You can kind of see it. I mean, let's see how fresh meat does. In the meantime, there's like a giant emergency sonar ping because SCV is starting to work away. Seriously, who designed the Protoss emergency response system? Who built that? There's a nuke that's going to land there. Right there. And there's an SCV. Our base is under attack. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Look at this. Oh, gosh. I mean, if you, like, honestly survived a nuclear missile, you might be able to, I don't know, miss a week of school with a note from a doctor, but no. No, if you stub your toe, they have to call the president. Oh, he almost managed just to get a direct hit. Zeus. The nukes you've detected, perhaps unsuspected, are currently flying and vying and try to blow up your workers. Press on while look. How in the what in the hell in the hell in the fuck in the fuck? Is that a macro? I'm a little concerned. I don't know if this guy's legit. I don't know if he's the real Zeus. In the meantime, we do see Fresh Meat has expanded to the second natural of Dr. Zeus, and Zeus has expanded to the second and third natural of his opponent. So it looks like there's going to be a little bit of battling going on. We see, getting picked off one at a time. Dr. Zeus, he's sending, he's doing a Maynard exchange. It looks like the SCV is continuing to work its way down on that Nexus, and now the Vikings are beginning to engage in battle. The Marines do also join in the battle to bring about riffle and niffle and rattle on the field. They do line up on the cliff to unleash. You're just gonna shoot him with a gun, and it didn't go very well. We don't rhyme for that sort of riprap. Looks like he very nearly killed the Colossus. Very nearly, but don't worry, Dr. Zeus. He remembers his goal in life. It is to nuke. What are you gonna say about it, Dr. Zeus? Nothing, but we don't give a shit. That was awesome. In the meantime, the planetary fortress is going to continue to try to stay alive. The SCV is trying to repair, but bam, 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 doing a lot of damage. Both players hanging out in the 50 food zone. Dr. Zeus trying to take out the pylons. A pylon. He blasts and he shoots with a little sping and a ping and a toot, but nothing will help because pylons aren't light. But he did kill the pylon! Oh my, he killed the observer! He's invisible! What a hero, Dr. Zeus. He understands the rules. He gets how it works. He gets how it drools. He's gonna get nukes and nuke in his face. And Fresh Meat for the win will lose his whole fucking man. No! He's gonna be fine. It looks like Zeus is continuing to work away at this expo. The SCV, proud warrior that he is, has been working away for the last 10 minutes or so. Fresh Meat for the win, continuing to battle. Looks like, this Nexus not gonna... No. The Nexus will fall. Zeus with one expo. Zeus with another expo. Doesn't even have a main anymore, but he doesn't care. P.S. Fresh Meat, your mother is a... Not even Dr. Zeus would say that. We do see more units moving through the middle of the map. Moving through the middle of the map, and there is another ghost. It is cloaking. It is hopping on top of the heart-shaped plant in the middle of the map, and there's the scan. He sees what's coming at him. Oh no, he has no defense. How will he end up defending Zeus? We believe in you. We trust in your rhyme, your ability to nuke with so great timing with your rhyming, etc., etc. He's killing off upwards of one zealot. We do continue to see the Stalker move through the map. Looks like Dr. Zeus is continuing to engage in biological warfare with this one SCV. Going to continue to bring the noise. There's Fresh Meat trying to warp in more units, and it looks like the one ghost is going to have to be the savior. Will the planetary force be able to keep him alive? No, not quite. And the SCV, he's still working away at it. The nuke did kill the pylons and all the wildlife in the area because Dr. Zeus takes no survivors. He writes books for children and slaughters all else within miles. Read a book to children, mass genocide. Lunch. The life of Dr. Zeus himself. If only Dr. Zeus was a little bit more defensive-minded. He needs to get a planetary fortress up here quickly. Looks like the Immortal. Oh no, the Immortal Stalker force advancing forward. Dr. Zeus, I believe in you. I believe in you. And there's the Marines showing up. That was questionable, but I'll run with it, Dr. Zeus. I'll still run with it. And now it looks like he's moving out with Vikings. He's beginning to try to engage. The Vikings are going to try to find a place. Dr. Zeus! It was just a scout. It was just a scout. How much damage do probes do? How disappointing. In the meantime, SCV has one kill. I wonder what that is. It's a Nexus. So we're going to go ahead and return back into the game, where despite all the nukes, it's Day 9 that's to blame for causing the turmoil that we doth now see, where all we want is for Fresh Meat to type out GG. But not like that, because that's what a total let's see, a bitch Eblo did to me. Total bitch elbow. Anyways, Dr. Zeus is going to be now trying to repair. Oh, the planetary fortress repair. Oh, it wasn't quite enough because, as we can see, 7 Immortals, 16 Stalkers, 9 Zealots are better than just workers. So what is Fresh Meat going to do? Both players are up in the thousands and thousands of dollars. If you look in the top right, and it looks like Fresh Meat has not quite yet made a decision. Zeus has been watching Marine King Prime. He's going to make some Marines. Fresh Meat, I'm having a blast. You? No pun intended. And notice that Dr. Zeus types grammatically. Yeah. With a capital Y. Dr. Zeus, I believe in you. Get him, Dr. Zeus. You're my childhood hero. Green Eggs and Ham. I read so much as a young lady. Way back when I was a little girl with my beautiful, gorgeous pigtails, I would open up Green Eggs and Ham and read through that wonderful bit of work. Meanwhile, it looks like Dr. Zeus is being very American and nuking a valley just in case. Just in case. We were a little worried that maybe someone was selling cigarettes to minors, so we just launched a nuke there just to be safe. Just to be safe. Nothing wrong with that. We're seeing, uh-oh, the engagement. The engagement, Dr. Zeus, I believe, was a little bit questionable, but that's okay because we're sending out some preliminary scout command centers. We see Dr. Zeus is trying to get up in the bottom right, but he's getting cannon rushed. Maybe if we morph that into a planetary fortress, a common technique used by the Dr. Zeuses among us. Dr. Zeus never, ever says die. And repair it! Repair! Oh no, it finally met its fate. We have more Marines popping out by the second. He has a base, and there's the nuke going down, the defensive nuke, but he cancels. He doesn't want to nuke the front of his own freaking base. We do see that he does have more nukes that are equipped and rocked and ready to load up. Wow, it's going to be tough. 116 food to 36 food. And he's trying to re-expand, but there's too many cannons there. Oh, no. Trying to find some vulnerability. Has he discovered it? There's no more quotes. I'm out of rhymes. Oh, my God. That rhymes, that's okay, that's okay. Sorry, Day 9, I apologize for sucking, but I had to do a little bit of nuclear bomb launching. No big deal. Looks like he's continuing to launch some nuclear bombs. That's absolutely fine. Come on, get him, Dr. Zeus, and bam, lulls! That's Fresh Meat for the win. Looks like he's trying to recoup anything he can. There's another nuke going off. Yes, get him! I might cast this game. You might have to get a cast this game, Fresh Meat. This is my lifelong hero, Dr. Zeus. You know what? I'm going to tell you something right now, Fresh Meat, for the win. Dr. Zeus is going to bend you over a barrel and then shoot you in the ass with a gun. Not what you were expecting, was it, when you originally got bent over that barrel, but it's not nearly as pleasant. I'm just saying that for the record. And that hurts to be shot in the butt, because then you wander around all silly. You don't want to tell anyone what happened. You want to be like, I fell. I don't know, maybe I slept funny. You want to be like, there's actually a bullet in my butt and cheek. Seriously. Seriously, it sounds a little bit weird. Anytime someone actually spanks me, it sounds like someone's opening a can of Dr. Pepper. Don't want to share that with the public, do you? That's what Dr. Zeus does to you. And note that the fact that your butt cheek sounds a little bit like a Dr. Pepper can, a pun, a little bit of patronage, that is why Dr. Zeus makes children smile. That's one of the reasons why. One of the many. Advancing forward, once again, another nuclear bomb going down. Yes, get him, Dr. Zeus, get him, get him. You can overcome the deficit. You can overcome it with no money. Oh no, he's building a forge, so that way he can cannon rush. Fresh Meat for the win with planning and planning. Oh no, oh no. Dr. Zeus, get him. Dr. Zeus, I believe in you. No, this is photon cannon. This is photon cannon, you just need it. You need 50 more minerals, Dr. Zeus. You just need 50 more minerals. Yes, Dr. Zeus actually overtaking in the middle. 29 food to 65. Dr. Zeus, Dr. Zeus, Zeus. Get him, Zeus, Zeus. Dr. Zeus, come on, Dr. Zeus. El Doctor. No, he's taking damage. He's taking some hits. His income is rapidly approaching 0. And there it is, the planetary fortress going down. Can Dr. Zeus maintain the focus? Can he keep the fight alive? How many nukes does he have left? 2. He has 2 nukes left, and he has to kill off this, and then this, and then he might have to consider killing off this one. He also probably has to get this gold expansion as well, but there's a ring of cannons, and there's the planetary fortress. It's almost done! Bam! 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 Take him out. Get him. 2 Marines, both of them, attack! No, 2 Stalkers, Zeus! Zeus, load into the medevacs. Zeus. Bam! Bam! At least the noise has been brung. Fresh meat getting some money down low, realizing that 3K is a little bit much. Come on, Zeus. I believe in you, Zeus. Speeding things right along. Uh-oh, that's what I'm talking about, Dr. Zeus. This is where the legend of the barrel begins. Do you like your Dr. Pepper? Caffeinated? Diet? I don't know. Lulz. Lulz. He loves it. Because remember, Dr. Zeus is there for the children to entertain. And see ya later, Expo. 75 to 17. You gotta work a little bit harder than that, Dr. Zeus. You have to work just a little bit harder. Ooh, this is gonna be tough. Dr. Zeus. Think you've won. No. That wasn't very fun. I thought he was going to shoot him in the butt cheek with a gun. Well, I guess what I'm saying is that this is a coming of age daily, where we have to let go of our childish, whimsical fantasies, our idealisms, and embrace the fact that sometimes funny people that rhyme and launch nukes don't always come out ahead. That green eggs and ham, though touching in my heart, is not the way that life really is. That you have to work hard. You have to be a better gamer if you want to be able to work ahead. And that's why we're here as the Day 9 Daily Viewership, or as the host, or what have you. It's important we realize that we will march triumphantly forward, submitting games to Newbie Tuesday and Funday Monday, and telling everyone we've ever known or met to watch the Day 9 Daily, so that way we can continue to grow esports. Dr. Zeus, thank you. But I don't need you anymore. I am a man. As you can tell by the fact that my arm hair is unsightly. That will wrap up Funday Monday for the day. I hope you enjoyed the Dr. Zeus Daily. I would also like to state that next week's Funday Monday, I've been debating about this constraint for a while now. And I think I've come to a decision. Oh, it's so hard. Okay, it's either one or two. I think I'm going to be extreme because I want to see some craziness. You may only ever in the game have one warp gate. Yeah, I really feel like I should make it two. No, you know what, I will. I'll make it two. You can only have two warp gates. That's the maximum number of warp gates you can have all game long. Kudos if you can do it with one, but two warp gates is the max you may ever have. The maximum amount of warp gates you may have. Submit those games to Monday at day9.tv. For tomorrow's Newbie Tuesday, it's all about infestors. Do some infestor plays. Submit those to Tuesday at day9.tv. Although I lost the Shorty Awards and do feel like a little bit like a parcel of butt shit, I will triumphantly advance ahead in life and society. Overcome many who lay in my path. And I hope to win the Shorty Awards for 2011 once 2012's voting comes along. I'm going to go now, guys. It has been a pleasure. It has been a pleasure. Thank you all. Hearts, hearts all around. Au revoir. And etc.